Mute the audio. Hello, everybody that's here in the VOD or anybody else. Welcome.
Lost in shimmering light, rest my head on my pillowcase again. Talk me through one more night. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep. No, we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. Cause every minute, every second with you is another minute, another night you get me through. I'll stay with you until the dawn. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep. No, we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Say I'll stay awake and watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you. Lost in shimmering light, rest my head on my pillowcase again. Talk me through one more night. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep. No, we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. second with you is another minute, another night you get me through. I'll stay with you until the dawn. Your life, I'm telling myself, it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep. No, we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Say I'll stay awake and watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you. Lost in shimmering light, rest my head on my pillowcase again.
We'll stop that. I left it just a little too long. I had to go do something. How is everybody? Let's switch over to the just chatting. Cool news for today. If anybody was curious. Oop, let me make sure everything's loaded in. Let's get some music started. No, I told you to go back. There you go. Music started. Hello Raven, hello Neko. I saw both of you come in. Nice to see both of you today. Saribot, of course, is always here because Saribot is the GOAT. We love Saribot here. Oh yeah, a few announcements before we get started today. Hello Raven, it's nice to see you. Yeah, how are both of you doing today? I got a few things I want to talk about. Very small things, but I had a funny interaction with the Twitch VODs yesterday, I think, maybe the day before when I first noticed it. Stream, what was it? I think it was either 148 or 149. I want to say that it was 149. It was the Bastion rating stream where we went around and we rated Bastions. One of my VODs actually got music claimed for it, and the very end of it was muted because for some reason it picked up the avocado toast audio, the song. It picked it up and claimed it and muted it. So I was a little unsure if I should dispute that or not, because it had some pretty high claims if I ended up doing something wrong. But I submitted it. I even went back and checked the original song just to double check that everything was still good, and it was like, yeah, feel free to use this in your background of audio and streams, all of that good stuff. And so I sent it in yesterday, and I went and checked it today while I was updating stream title and stuff, and it was gone. I had to remember which stream it was because it was no longer there. So, big win for the Mittens community, the mailbox community. We got a VOD unmuted, which was cool. Which surprised me just in the first place, because it's very rare that I use music that is not like, hey, you can use this anywhere you want with like credit or something. Usually when I get claimed, it's on videos when I'm using like Celeste or Hollow Knight songs. Occasionally those will get picked up, and on those cases I'm just like, yeah, you know what, that's fair, you can take it. I don't mind it. but most of the time it's fine. In other news, I haven't added any new commands yet. However, I did lower all of them to 30 seconds, so you should be able to use them more often. I actually lowered 2 of them down to 10 seconds. The help and commands. The help and commands. So both of those are now only 10 seconds, so you should be able to use those a lot more frequently. And then everything else has gone down. I changed it from 60 to 30 because I was like, yeah, maybe we let them use it a little bit more frequently than 30 seconds. RhythmBot is working on Discord or on Twitch? Which one are you talking about? Let me get everything ready. Discord, I have no idea. The last time I heard about something with RhythmBot, it was shutting down in actually I think it was like September 2021, now that I think about it. I know that they always had a plan to come back at some point once they worked something out and like did something, and I think I maybe the thing is, it's been like that for over 2 years. I know they have a plan to. I feel like they are gonna do something, but you know, who knows when that is. I think I may have heard something about it like earlier today, or not earlier today, earlier like this year, but I can't be too sure about that. I think I may have heard like an offhand comment about it or somewhere. But let me get mainstream working. Let me move that over. All right, working. Are we doing? Okay, things working. Sweet. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. Oh, my body is sore. I did a lot of work at my job yesterday. The room, the the building flooded partially. One of the water pipes burst like the night before, so I spent my morning at my job yesterday sweeping water, and now my arms and my back hurt whenever I move them. So that's been fun. So if I ever need a moment to stretch or like just like adjust, just know it's because my arms have started aching. So fun fact, I sweeped water for like 40 minutes off the floor yesterday. It was definitely an interesting experience. Thank you. You know what? Let's do a stretch before we get started. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it a lot. Thank you so much, Raven. All right, if you want to stand up, we're doing a stretch together. Especially I think my left arm got the worst of it. But yeah, it's still here. Kata, don't you worry. It's okay if you can only stay for like a minute or two and then you have to go. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I think I've combined words there. Yeah, no, feel free to go. Especially if your boss is coming. Don't worry about this. You go make sure you can do that. That is okay. But we're doing a stretch break together if you want to join in. Or if you're already standing, you're probably already been stretching. Yeah, my left arm got the worst of it. I think because I was using it as the main arm to like push not the broom. What is it called? I was using it to push whatever we were sweeping the water with. And so what are the parts of the arm called? Is it like the forearm and the bicep? Well, my left bicep hurts a lot. The lower part of the arm connected to the shoulder, that one aches quite a bit. But other than that, it was a oh my kitty soul for picking exactly. There you go. That's what I like. Yeah, no. From what I've seen, the both of you seem to be very good friends, and I'm very glad you guys found each other. Kata is still here. Let's go. My model is just deadpanned or like looking up in the corner when it catches a glimpse of my face. Alright, almost done with stretch break. I'm doing a little bit more this time. There we go. My leg finally popped. Alright. Alright. And we always end it the same way. We do every time. We take in a deep breath. And out. There we go. Now we can start. Alright, that was a pretty good start to the stream so far. We've already had a stretch break. We've had some really cool people in chat. As we usually do. To make stream tomorrow. Oh my, what you did for me deserves it. What happened? Can you talk about it? I'm curious. I am very curious now. You have piqued the little cats in my brain are running around. They're like, oh, cool thing. But I should probably start. All right. Hello everybody. I am in the mailbox and this is connection point 151. I've started calling the numbers out. I've recently, like in the last like 2 or 3 streams. I don't know why. I just appear to like it right now. So that's what I'm doing. Today, we are going to not exactly continue work on the inside of the tree. More like we're gonna start work on the first floor. Or at least where the first floor connects to. The first floor is basically supposed to be a connection into the storage system, whatever that's going to look like. And as you all have probably seen many times now, my storage system is horribly, and I mean like just terribly, not underwhelming. I guess you could say underwhelming. It's small. It is tiny. It does not fit my needs anymore. Especially with a tree this big, it cannot hold all the things that I have in it. Like, at all. It is a connection point. The first floor is a connection point. I'm so glad you did that. Connection point jokes are my favorite thing because it's so silly. Because we all know, like, they don't happen often. But if it ever happens that the words connection point end up in a sentence, it doesn't matter who I'm with, just if they've ever watched any of my streams or know what I do, it's just the silliest dumb joke ever, and I love it. It's so dumb every time it happens, but I love it so much. I think an image or stream would be way better. You are so right, honestly. You should save it for your own stream so that you can reveal it, you can show it off. Because hey, if it's as cool as you're making it sound, then I bet it is going to be amazing to look at. But yes, if you weren't around for last stream, we began work. Oh yeah, that's right. We began work on the inside of the tree. We have a temporary 4th floor. We have a 3rd floor. Wait, I think I actually let's go through them. So top floor, we did a layout. The 2 things we did last time is we kind of separated the ends of the tree, the middle of the tree, and made it into floors. So the top floor is the canopy is unknown currently, but it's going to be the bedroom. Workstation, positions, furnaces, access, storage, walkthrough. Okay, cool. So, the canopy, the base, this is going to be something. This may be where we keep our, like, valuables and things. Who knows, may, like, put different things up here. We have a space to walk around, a space to start streams, which is kind of the point of it. We'll also might, like, make, like, a bedroom, that kind of thing. Then we go down into the 4th floor. This will also be a water elevator, so it should allow us to go up and down. This will be where we keep all of our workstations. It's also where we're holding some of our items right now. Gonna need that and that. Yeah, we're just gonna take everything. Yes, we will hide our shinies there, you're right. If we go to the 3rd floor, this is where we're gonna have all of our potion stuff. As you can see, these are very temporary floors, but like nether wart, potion ingredients, blaze rods, what are they called? Brewing stands. This will be where we keep all of those. Then if we go down another floor, this will be where we keep all of our furnaces. So we'll just have like big furnace arrays, so like we can have regular furnaces, you know, smokers, blast furnaces. We could probably keep some coal here, or just like whatever we're using for furnaces. Hey, on Good Times with Starstruck screaming with the word cake. That's funny. And then if we go down here, oh, I guess I haven't built the rest of the staircase. I need to build this part. The 1st floor is going to be kind of like a midpoint between the bottom floor and the 2nd floor, and this is where we're going to be able to walk over to our storage. We're going to have a bridge going over here. Then if we go down again, this will all be staircase right here. This is going to be the walkthrough. So like getting over to our farms, the river. We actually might, I feel like we should redo these farms at some point, or just like do them differently. The Tree of Time, the staircase that's going to go down, or actually no, the staircase is going to go down here. So this staircase will go up and down to the Tree of Time, and upstairs to the treehouse. This tunnel is also going to go straight through to our, you know, farm and animal area as we expand it, so it'll have a tunnel straight through. So the base floor will just be kind of like where everything connects up, or we'll just walk through the tree and be able to go up, or go over here and go down, or go through and get over here. It'll be where we connect everything up. Until then, though, our goal today is to take this down and completely redo it, because goodness do we all know how bad it's gotten. It has gotten so bad. I cleaned it up a little bit, but like nether stuff here, there was some of my valuables, and the rest of the nether stuff, all the stuff I brought over from working on the trading hall. Yeah, fun fact, I boxed all of these up in sugar boxes. When I left the trading hall, when I basically nearly finished it to completion as far as I needed it to be, to like say I was done with it, I put all these in shulkers when I moved out. Now, that might not seem crazy to some of you who may have only been watching for a little bit, but fun fact, I moved out of the trading hall and back into my base when I started redoing my base. That's actually why I started redoing my base, because I had basically been living in the trading hall for like a year. I came back here obviously because this is where all my items were stored. This is where a lot of my valuables were. Any backups, things I had, they were here. But I basically spent a majority of my time at the trading hall, or gathering resources for the trading hall. So I lived at the trading hall. And I only brought these back when I was moving back into my base. And when I moved back, I was like, this tree is small, let's redo it. You know when that happened? The beginning of February. 7 months ago. These shulker boxes have been here for 7 months. And the only reason this one is not in the shulker box anymore is because it's this one. Because I lost it when I died in the void, which was sad. So, yeah, you can see, this is a very small storage system that I built to hold the items that I had at the time. There wasn't like a lot of things that I had, but you can tell I've severely outgrown it a lot. And there's so many things I need to add. So we're going to start off today by tearing it down, which feels really weird because I have been in this place for over 2 years, but you know, we did it with the original tree. Sometimes it's okay to take things down that have been there for a while and you want to redo, because sometimes that's what you need to actually start. Sometimes you just need to take down things that, you know, are kind of holding you back. Like, I love this storage system so much, and how like small and, you know, overgrown with leaves it is, but it does not suit what I need at all. It is so bad, and it needs to change. It very, very quickly needs to change. So we're gonna change that today. Luckily, I do have some shears. Nothing is wrong. Exactly. It was actually one of the reasons I hadn't redone my tree in so long, is because I just, you know, that was the first home I built here. You know, I lived in that, you know, slightly bigger birch tree for like over 1.5 years. Of course, I didn't want to take it down. Of course, it was super weird. It was to just like take out the place I lived for so long. But if I didn't, we wouldn't have gotten this masterpiece of a build, of a base. Like, it needed to grow and like see what I can do better now that it's not June 2021, it's September 2023. So yeah. No use standing around. We have a mission today. I'm gonna make good on it. Oh yeah, we need to move Scotty. We need to move Scotty up there. I totally need to move Scotty up there. You can see the times that it's been blown up when I placed birch leaves, because birch leaves was what I had. Oh, this is weird. You can also see that like the main block I had when I started this place was just a lot of tuff, because I went mining. The first 3 streams of this world was me finding a place to live and then just making a big old mine down. So I had a lot of tuff, and so I built this place out of tuff, which is not a block I particularly use often. Tuff is one of those blocks that I feel like they can do a lot better with, and they just haven't. Like, tuff is, it's not even like calcite, where calcite is another block that, you know, has basically no uses, but I feel like it has a nice, it's able to hold on its own because it's like a smooth white block, and that's actually a really nice one to use, whereas this is just almost like desaturated gray stone or gray cobblestone. It's like it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like the block, it is the perfect middle. It is like a true neutral block. It is the block that you just totally forget exists. A slab variant would be awesome. Of course, that comes with stairs. A polished version would be nice, and I'd like that with calcite too. But like, I feel like, yeah, tuff is just like a true neutral of a block, in that you totally forget it's there, unless you're like, and you're just like, oh hey look, tuff, totally forgot that was a block. what is actually one of the other mines up here used for iron production along with dolomite. Dihono, hello. We're taking down my old storage system today and we're redoing it. This is the part that sucks the most for me right here. This thing, I don't know how, but I kind of want to do something. I want to have something where I can just hop on in the new storage system, but I just, even without everything else, this part is the part that means the most to me. If we can just not do that, I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss this a lot. But, you know, I think I'm okay with it being taken down. You can see the divide is no longer there. This is what it looked like when I first built it. I actually built that middle part to be a divide because I didn't want it to be, you know, all one big square. I wanted it to kind of wind around. That's why those leaves were there. It was to kind of break everything up and make it not feel like a giant square. And to be fair, I did that pretty well. I feel like I did a pretty good job with that. But it has so far outgrown its original use, and I think we should build something better in its place. Oh, moving all these items is going to be annoying as a light term. I don't even know where we're going to put them. I guess we can just put them in the tree for now. Yeah, let's start moving them into the tree just so we can have space to redo this place. Mayhem. Rose, hello! How are you doing? I am actually dolomite. I believe it is a compound. I don't know what the compound means, but I know it's a compound. I know, super helpful, but... How are you doing today? You too, Dihono. I don't know if I asked that to you yet, but how are you doing? Very tired. That sounds pretty accurate. Let's put the torch on the wall so this place is lit. And we're gonna need that to transport items. Let's start getting the items out of here. Add light. Yes, I will add plenty of light. A lot of this area actually needs to be lit up. Most of what I've lit up is like really old, and I haven't lit up things in a while. Stressed. That is so valid. Exams are stressing. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you talking about that in the Discord. I hope you have fun with that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. No, you know what? Instead of trying to remember what order the items were... Greg! Oh my gosh, I remembered Greg! I can just pick it up. Oh my, so many quartz ore. Yes. Whenever I go netherite mining, I always make sure to like grab the ores that I see. At least most of them. Some of the nether quartz I grabbed, I didn't actually get. Just because I didn't feel like it. There we go. Yes, I noticed that your trident was quite low earlier today. And I was like, oh... Oh no. I mean, I guess these shulker box is probably going to be the easiest thing. There we go. There's all the items moved. Boom. Did I already have a snout banner pattern? Or did I put that there? Did I already have one? Or is that my one? I don't remember now. No, I think that was actually my one. Okay, cool, we're fine. To make the skeleton, how much it varies depending on I guess, yeah, I guess it varies just on, you know, how much of the materials you have. I should sleep. Where's my beds? It probably would be a good idea to have a bed down here. Luckily, I do have beds down here. Actually, let's put the bed out here, just for now. There we go, respawn point set. Let's look through these chests, see which ones only have a few items. Not many of them anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, I'm so glad I saw that. Oh my gosh, that scared me. No thank you. No. Oh. That scared me. Alright. Let's keep the chests on us. Start throwing in the items. Cool. Well, I didn't know I needed a heart attack today, but you know, that's what we do here. Let's put some chests down just to... There we go, just to store items. We don't need to be too picky about where these items are stored right now because, of course, why would we? All we need to do is worry about getting them out and back in here. How did you get down there? Oh, yeah, I should light that up, shouldn't I? That does seem like a pretty decent idea. How are you going up the water? That's terrifying. I think I knew they could do that, but I forgot. You know what? I have a bow. Be smart with it. Don't be dumb. Thank you. Alright, let's get those torches in. I think this is a great time for some torches. I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot I never lit that up. I literally walked through it earlier today. How did I forget that? Okay, cool. Tree is lit up, everybody. No more damage. With the cat near? I don't think so. I don't think I saw that. If it was on stream. You know, I'm just gonna leave my boat out because I don't know if I can trust the mobs around here. Cat Saboteur. No, not the Saboteur. I left the shulker box there. So we're basically just going to be loading items in. In fact, it actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea to make... Ow. To make a chest and put all of our items in, because if we can hold more items, then we can make this process go faster. Crafting, yes. Alright, I'm gonna say right there. This is where we're gonna hold all of our excess items until we need them. That way we can move things. Leaving playmates. Hello, Noodle. We're taking down my storage system. We're redoing it. Thank you for popping in. Know you gotta go in a minute, but that is a-okay. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Alright, put all that there. And thus the journey continues. Over a year. More like almost 3 years. It has been here for a very long time. But it is time we actually redid it and make it to where I can actually hold things in here and not be worried that it's gonna overflow. Like it is very much overflowing right now. Well, you see, Rose, Silly Kitty has funny, cute privileges. So, while I agree that the assailant was in fact intending harm, I cannot charge them. Unfortunately, you will have to go into this alone. The courts have decided that the assailant was just too much of a cutie patootie and we couldn't do anything about it. Oh yeah, we can make pots! I totally forgot about that. Shulker, there we go. This chest is probably the worst offender. I really need to, justice. I really need to, everything that's in this chest is literally called, the miscellaneous, I don't know where to put this in the system, so it's going here chest. As you can tell by the wonderful cohesion of a prismarine block and a sandstone block. What do those two have anything to do with each other? Except that they're blocks. Keyword, they don't. They have nothing to do with each other. It has just gotten that bad. But I need to make sure that this storage is able to withstand the test of time, because it is very likely that as I do more projects like this, I'm going to get a lot more blocks. Especially once we do the Nether Hub, I'm going to get so much of this stuff, so I need a better system to actually hold it all. Same texture, different color. You might be onto something there, actually. Also, I don't think I referenced it, but like, there's wool here. There's literal wool blocks, even though I have a wool chest. Right next to like 3 glass panes, a single prismarine block, and a crimson root. You can tell that there's nothing here that I know about. This chest is gone. Hello, Switch. Hi, how are you doing? we're redoing my storage system. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Oh, I can hold all of it. I could actually hold it. Look at that. I just came back from mining trip, everybody. Noodle, this implies that I was made by Satan. You are aware of this, correct? You are pretty much implying that I was made by the devil. Which you wouldn't be wrong. But that's me. You classic Noodle. Hello. Oh yes. Yes, we should get that gravel out of the way first of all. Let's move Scotty. Scotty, we actually have a place where I can put all my animals. Bye Noodle, thank you for doing it. An ad break. Wow. Really came in out of nowhere for an ad break. Let's see. Yes. We should have like a pet corner where I can keep all of my pets. There we go. There you go, Scotty. Oh yeah, you know what? I should actually move this stuff as well. This stuff also needs to move. Oh yeah, bamboo blocks. I forgot about those. I forgot I haven't picked up bamboo since the new updates. At least not here. I have picked up bamboo blocks, don't worry. That's my boat. Oh yeah, I should probably do that ad break once I get up here. What a guy. Leaves, doesn't elaborate, and then gives an ad break. Alright. I shall see you all shortly. If I can remember how to. Alright, this might take a second. Alright, this might take a second. Oop, streamception. Oh, you did? Thank you. Stream's lagging really hard right now. I need to fix this. Actually, am I able to just do it through the chat? Unmod, pin, prediction, raid, requests, shows the... Dang it, I don't think I can. Alright, this is gonna take a second. Oh, actually, while I'm doing this, did anybody see that Minecraft released a whole bunch of really cool, like, lo-fi remixes of their music today? I was tempted to try it out, but I'm not sure if it is going to like send the VOD into oblivion. I'm not sure about that. However, oh wow, quite a few people are streaming right now. It is very cool music, and honestly, I am tempted to see if I could like use it as background music for here, or at least for somewhere, because it is really cool. Maybe if I do another series at some point, we use it. Okay, I finally found it. I'm sending you all into an ad break. Thank you all for staying here. This should only last a minute or two. I'm proud of you. Eight on another stream. Wow, that's crazy. My kitten gom button. Oh, button. That's right. Get it. See an excuse for crimes. Ate a bunch. Climbed my lap, stuck on a hand a bit, and then fell asleep. I don't think you get any better than that. I don't think it gets any better than that. Totally go on lurk. Thank you so much for being here, Rose. And yeah, feel free to listen along. Hope we can play together soon. That would be fun. That would be fun to do that at some point. I know wait, where this is. I feel like oh yes. I have to help make an audio sources so you can have one go into video but a different one on stream. Yeah, I know you can do that in OBS like pretty easily. OBS is very good about being able to separate audio sources. I don't think there's a great way to do it in Streamlabs, which is one of the downsides of Streamlabs, is that you can't exactly split audio sources. It's like just desktop audio and mic audio, and maybe like if you have a video pulled up like through like Windows videos or something like on your computer, you can like separate that as different source. But oh, thank you for the stretch. The one time I'll tell you this fun fact. Let's finish unloading these items. Welcome back from the ad, everybody. But yeah, fun fact. I actually tried to split the audio once back last June. Fun fact. Drink? I did. Actually, I don't think I did. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Energy's supposed to be lurking, Rose. I saw the lurk. You lurking? Interesting. Shoddy, you might have forgotten the lurk part of the lurk. You are well. I appreciate it a lot. I'll have to do this stretch in a little bit once we get some more progress done here. Here we go. I shut up. There we go. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, there's my crossbow. And my shield. Hey. Actually, since those are tools, I can put those here. Yeah. Redeemed a nice. You know what? Nice. Thank you, Kata. Ooh. But fun fact, I actually tried to find a way to split audio in Streamlabs, but I got a little nervous when I installed everything that it wasn't working or that it was breaking things. So after like a little bit of trying it out, I don't know if it was like a few hours or a few days, I eventually just tried to uninstall everything. Like I removed the apps. The unfortunate part was I didn't fully remove them. I think I just deleted the apps and like tried to uninstall them, but I don't think I fully did it. Because if you were around for last year, around the June time, you would know I had terrible stream problems where it just would never pick up my audio. Or where, no, let me tell you what happened. It wouldn't record the stream VOD audio some of the time. It was bad. Like, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, because I thought I had uninstalled everything, but I had a sneaking suspicion that that's what caused it. But for some reason, every time I started up Streamlabs or ended stream, my VOD track, which is my second track, would just mysteriously turn off. I don't know, I still this day still don't know why that was the case. I'm very confused as to like why it interacted with that. It makes sense, it's an audio split, they were audio splitter programs. And I'm not sure why. Maybe I had clicked it to just like test it, and then it just like set that as a preset or something. I have no idea. But basically, every time I started up Streamlabs or tried to stream, it wouldn't record the audio. So if you go back and look around June, there are actually quite a lot of streams that just don't have audio. Or at least, and there's a few of them that just don't have audio for part of them. And you know why that is? Because I just sometimes forgot to check, like, oh yeah, I turned on the VOD track today, right? Oh no, I didn't. Dang it. I gotta go turn that on, or I just lost, you know, an entire stream's worth of audio. It sucked. It really sucked. I will just straight up, it was terrible. And fun fact, this was during the time that I was streaming Celeste and also like doing some of the work on the trading hall. So if you go back and check around, I want to say the 60s. I want to say it was the 60s. There's a few streams there that just don't have audio. And that really sucked. Yeah, I literally had to. I got so worried every time I started stream that I just didn't check it. And I figured out through a Celeste one, actually I believe it was stream 3. No, it was either stream 3 or stream 4. I want to say it was stream 3 of Celeste. I didn't actually know what would happen if I forgot to turn it on halfway through the stream, because I just hadn't done that. I'd either done it or I'd forgotten to. So it was either there or wasn't there. I found out through stream 3 that the audio only cut in once I turned it on halfway through the stream. So I'd lost half of that stream. If you go back and check those Celeste videos, the reason that episode 1 of Celeste is completely a voiceover, because I didn't turn on the VOD track and I lost all the audio from the first stream. I am still really salty about that. I hated that. And episode 3 also has a voiceover. You want to know why? Because the first half of the stream just didn't have audio. And so it was all gameplay, but you can't, the only thing I could see was just like chat in the corner, giving me like little hints as to what was going on. It sucked. I royally hated it, and it made just wanting to stream so hard, because I just never knew if I was going to be able to remember that day. It was like, yeah, like Raven said, I remember a few times you check at the beginning of the stream like, wait, did I do the thing? That's honestly how it was constantly. It sucked. It was terrible. It really took a lot out of me just to know that, like, I wouldn't be able to have some of those streams, like, ever. Like, the audio would just not, it wasn't even a thing of like Twitch was muting it. It was just gone. And that's a big thing for me, because as you notice, given a few exceptions like through 2021 and then like the rare exception in like 2022 and 2023, I save all of my streams. And I don't like it when I'm not able to, or when something goes wrong, because I don't want to lose them. A big thing for me is being able to look back and go like, hey, this is my journey through it. I want to be able to have the streams saved, because those are like valuable parts of my own journey, my history. Those are like, hours I've spent doing things. I don't want to forget that. I want that to be, preserved in some way through the VOD channel. And so it does upset me quite a lot when I have to basically go, well, here's like 4 streams in a row where I didn't get audio recorded. So there's like 4 connection point streams where just nothing, you can't hear anything. And that really took a lot out of it. I was not happy about that. Luckily, I was able to figure out what the problem was. I realized I hadn't fully uninstalled everything, and so there was some of it still lingering around in like the code of things. But luckily, I did figure it out. I did figure out how to fully uninstall them, and once I uninstalled them, I never had the problem again. And oh my gosh, you don't know the relief. I can't express the relief I felt when I didn't have to check every single beginning of stream, end of stream, middle of stream. Do I have audio? Is this stream going to be remembered in any way because like there's no audio in it and you can't hear it? It was such a relief to not have to constantly worry about that. I wish I could describe just like how much it took out of me to constantly have to be worried about if the things I was doing was gonna be because of this like one problem. Luckily though, that doesn't happen anymore, which I'm, as you can probably tell, very happy about. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Now what I have to worry about is stream disconnecting, because like it's genuinely like clockwork. Last June, July, we had all the problems with audio's not recording off of like some just faulty things that I forgot to fully disconnect from Streamlabs or fully uninstall from my computer. And then this year it was the internet's getting so bad I can't stream, or that like streams are just getting like cut off randomly in the middle of them. It was, yeah. And it's also just like super annoying to have to render things because it splits VODs in half, which I do not appreciate. But it is much better than having to basically go, oh no, there goes there goes an entire stream that just has no audio. I know it exists, but I'll never know what, like I said. So yeah, there's a little look into how I do things. Yeah, it was super stressful, I'll tell you that. It was super annoying and stressful. Luckily though, that is the end of moving everything out. We've done it. We've moved everything out. Which means we can now take this down. Honestly, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I've known I needed to do this for so long, but I just didn't have the heart to. You know what, we'll leave the corners just at the very end. We'll take the corners down. But yeah, stream problems are never kind to my worrying about, hey, because I like saving my streams. I like being able to look back on what I've done, you know, long after I've forgotten what actually has happened, and just go, yeah, that's what we did that day. And that's why I'm so good about saving my VODs, and have been for so long, like since I started streaming, is because if I can save it, I want to. And I will try my danged hardest to, because I like knowing, you know, I like just having it. It's so nice to be able to like Celeste was over a year ago. In fact, it was it was over a year ago. And you don't know how nice it is to be able to like go back to those, like watch those videos or like watch those streams and just like sit down and watch through them, or like old Connection Point episodes. There's 151 of them, right? Or once this stream's over and I put it up on the VOD channel, there'll be 151 of them. It's so nice to like be able to look back and go, oh yeah, this is Connection Point number 1. What was I doing around that time? I can tell because the title says the actual first episode. You want to know why? Because when I spent an entire stream waiting for 1.17 to drop, and it took a long time. So then I ended stream, came back, and then I did the first episode. However, I didn't like that spawn at the time, and so I started this world. This world was actually the second attempt, which I started like the next day or like the next 2 days. And yeah, so this was actually a second attempt, which I totally would have forgotten had I not been reminded by the title. Watching back through stream 1, seeing who was there at the time, that's another thing. I like remembering the conversations that I've had, you know, with people, being able to like watch a stream and go, oh yeah, I was talking with, you know, Jade at the time. I know there was like, I know one of the like real OGs from back when I was doing this like with less than like 30 people was Waff King. And that's a name that has stuck around in my mind for way too long, but I like being able to remember that stuff, because otherwise I wouldn't. I know my brain. My brain is very easy to just say, you know, like out of sight, out of mind. It's very easy for me to forget things like this. And especially as somebody who does streaming and wants to continue streaming for as long as I can, I like having ways of remembering my journey here, because I grow and change as a person. All of us do. You know, on stream, off stream, through our lives, we grow and change as people. So being able to have a whole channel dedicated to recording that is huge. Because I don't have to be worried about, you know, losing things, at least most of the time. Still salty about Stream 20, but I understand why it happened, and at least with that one, I know what was happening at the time. I know I was going through internet issues and just waited a little too long to do it because I thought I had more time. and was, you know, dealing with the stress of not having great internet to be able to do anything like my friends and things. But thankfully, I know that, and that'll stick with me, being like, where's stream 20? Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, but ad astra per aspera, through hardships to the stars. I started relating that quote with you because you just keep pushing through, and I really admire that about you. Thank you so much, Raven. I appreciate that. It's I wouldn't say I'm anywhere near the hardest worker, like, at all. There are so many people who do a lot more work than I do and are a lot more, not even, you know, committed to it. But I do like to think that I put forth a pretty good effort, and that hopefully one day that will actually pay off. But until then, I'm just having a great time trying. Hey, you can look, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there was cobblestone there, cobblestone there. Little things like that where I just, like, that was a creeper explosion. I patched that up. I love little things that, like, show history. I like viewing the history of the world. But I like being able to, even if I don't remember it, have a whole channel dedicated to, you know, my journey, my legacy, if you could. And just being able to look back and go, yeah, that's what I was thinking about at the time. Like, there's a Connection Point stream where I streamed it right after I watched Free Guy in theaters. And so the whole stream was just me going like, oh, I loved the movie, and I was building it, and I was building in the background. In fact, fly over here, it was actually one of the streams where I was building, where is it? This. I was building this at the time. I might have been putting it together, or like doing the decorations. At least some of the decorations. It didn't look like this back then. But I was doing this, and I was talking about Free Guy. Or like, what are some other streams I can remember? Some of the streams I didn't save was like 22 through 25, or 21 through 25. I was on a journey to find cocoa beans, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's why I went and found a jungle. So there was like, I went on a whole nother expedition. And unfortunately, some of those streams didn't get saved, but like the beginning and end of it did. And of course, the downside of that is that there was a really cool like stream or two where I basically died in the jungle, and I couldn't find my way back. So I had to do a whole nether expedition to find my way back to the jungle. You know, like put a portal down, find my way back, because I think I knew the coordinates, and I just had to get there in the nether. So there was a whole journey that went on with that. And yeah, it was it's things like those that I like being able to remember. Remembering is nice. Speaking of which, I actually need to get a VOD uploaded today. I rendered it, what, like a night or two ago? And now I just need to put it up. I believe it's 148 for anybody curious. I think, or it's 147. It's one of those two. Let me go check. I will take that hydrate gladly. I've been talking a lot. Thank you, Nuka. Alright. My channel. VOD channel. Yep, the one I have is 148, because 147 was the last one that went up, so I need to get that out. Alright, well, the blink space is here. What do we do with it? we've had this hill for a long time, but we don't have to keep it here. I think if we wanted to, we could, move it around. Because I know this was artificially kept up. I like made it this way so that it could fit the square. But I think we could also, it might also be a nice idea to like take out some of these trees like around here and kind of like push the trees back a little bit. This mushroom though, this mushroom is history. I remember the moment, but I don't remember who it was. Does anybody else remember that? I remember I planted this while I was talking with somebody, and it was either to prove something or I did it in like memorial of them being here. I don't remember what it was or who it was, but I remember that that is attached to a person. And the lovely thing is, I can just go back and find the stream when I put that there. That's the beautiful thing about having the VOD channel. And honestly, the thing is, I probably wouldn't have done a VOD channel as soon as I had I not already had the idea of it, or had I not seen it around in places. Because long before I actually started streaming back in October of 2020 through YouTube, I watched other people do it. I don't think I watched Twitch almost at all during that time. I barely knew it myself, but I know, yeah. I think my account was created in October of 2020. Around the same time that I started streaming on YouTube. However, I only knew YouTube at the time, so of course I started streaming on YouTube just to get my bearings. And then I moved over December 22nd, 2020, and that's how we get the anniversary we all know and love today, which the third one is coming up in a few months, which is kind of crazy. It's right at the end of every year, so I can always end the year with my anniversary on streaming. We have the middle, we have the beginning of the year with my YouTube anniversary, and the end of my year with my streaming anniversary. I like it. Actually, now that I think about it, my Twitter anniversary should be coming soon. I believe it's sometime in late September. I don't remember where though. What was I talking about? I was talking about when I started. But yes, I started by watching other people. In fact, the one I can remember specifically is Joe Hills from Hermitcraft. The way he might still do this, but the way he used to do his Hermitcraft episodes is that he would stream them live, and then he would take that footage and basically turn it into his episodes. Now, I didn't watch Joe that much, and I still don't really watch him very much, but I really liked how he did that. Basically taking this thing that you're doing, streaming on Twitch or on wherever, and then turning it into a video. So you're not only getting streams, but you're also getting episodes. It's like a win-win. You're getting both of them for the price of one. Of course, you got to factor in editing and all that, but still, that's a pretty good deal. And I wanted to do that. And in fact, I had kind of already done that. I think I've talked about this before, but my Minecraft series that I did back in 2020 was based around that idea. It is old, and I do not expect anybody here to actually have seen it. Because it is, when I say old, I'm talking like very old. It was first around in March of 2020. Sorry. It was April. It was April for, I think the first episode came out April 1st, 2020. which is just a great time to start a Minecraft series. It was so funny. And the way I made those is I would basically sit down for like an hour or two, record just me talking and building, and then well, some of them were edited by me and some of them are edited by Pingu. Gosh, that's a name. That's a name I haven't called him in a long time. I would send him over to Pingu, and then Pingu would edit them for me because he offered to do it so that I could just focus on the recordings. In fact, I specifically remember like him asking me for basically asking me for all the edits that they wanted me to do with it, that I wanted them to do. So what I did is I basically sat down through the whole hour of me recording, listened to it, and then made like a huge list of every edit I wanted them to make. Which of course only works for like the first 1 or 2 edits before you start cutting things out. But I did those and fully recorded them. And because they were basically the uncut episodes, right? You know, videos that I recorded for a few hours and then turned into episodes, I actually was able to, I was able to turn them into episodes. That was not what I was going to say. I was going to say something else. Bailey, need to go to sleep? No worries. Go get some good rest. Thank you so much for being here, Neko. I appreciate it. You are very, very cool. And yes, go get some rest. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Do all the good stuff. I'm going to clear out some more trees around here. It's about time we did this anyways. Good rest. Thank you. I will take care. I will sleep well, and I will thank you very much. Let me figure out what I was trying to say earlier. Oh, yes. Well, if you've seen my 5-year anniversary video, which I think some of you have probably not. I think only a few of you have, but last year was my 5-year anniversary of YouTube, and I made a 5-year anniversary video. It was actually the first anniversary video that I had ever made, because I kept forgetting to do them. For, literally 4 years, I would always forget to actually sit down and make like a, hey, I made it to 5 years, I made it to, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I just kept forgetting, which I also talk about there. And then in 5 years, I actually talked a little bit about the origins of the channel. And essentially, I created that channel originally as like a Warrior Cats page. And also maybe doing book reviews, because that sounded fun at the time. I never did that. I only made like one intro video saying like this was the channel. Still remember the name, by the way. But it never went anywhere because I just didn't really do anything with it. However, that channel did sit dormant for like literally 3 years. Only one video ever went up. And then in 2020, when I started making the Minecraft series, I suddenly needed a place to put those recordings. You'll never guess where this comes from. Minecraft uncut streams, videos that I took. It is the uncut episodes. You're seeing where this is going. Into the mailbox. The mailbox uncut. That is how we got the VOD channel. It was originally started so that when I made episodes of the Minecraft series, I could put them there and people could watch the full recordings. In fact, those 6 episodes, or those 5 or 6 episodes, are still the very first videos on that channel. In fact, I think there was like 2 uncut exclusives of me like mining cobblestone and organizing things, but yeah, they're up there. They're the first videos on that channel, and if you are ever curious about watching them, they're there. I haven't watched them basically since I recorded them. It has been a very, very long time. But they are up there, and they are the first videos on that channel, which means they're now over 3 years old. So then when I started streaming, in late 2020, but early 2021 with the Vibe SMP, I don't think I actually had the ability to turn on VODs at the time, or I didn't know how to. But once I started the Intertide SMP in, early January and beginning of February, well, then I knew how to, and that is where some of the first VODs are saved. So like February 2021 till now is all saved, minus like I'd say 10 or so streams. There's a few of them scattered throughout time that I just did not save, but I like to keep that number as low as I can. So yeah, if you were ever curious about the origins of the VOD channel, it started because I watched people stream and I said I wanted to do that. And then when I started doing things like it for YouTube, I wanted to put it somewhere, and so I started the Uncut channel, which turned into my VOD channel when I started streaming. So yeah, little history there. Again, if you're like really curious about my origins and like how I started and got my start on YouTube back in 2017, the 5-year anniversary video is a great way to look into that. So if you're ever curious, it's not the linked video. I believe my 6-year anniversary video is, and also Hemlock's. But if you're ever curious, you just scroll down a bit. It should be March 12th, 2022. It'll be there. All my YouTube is AMVs from 12 or so years ago. And it's impressive. And it's quite a long time. And now, what do we do with this area? We sleep. That is a long time ago. Oh, hey guys. I can't believe I hit this dude like 6 times and he did not leave. And like, what is his policy? Hello? Instead of, because I was thinking we could either have like multi-level, right? It could be multi-level, or it could be almost like this big winding storage. We could even like bring it back over here. And for that, of course, we would need to expand it, which totally okay doing. We could even incorporate the mushroom into there. Or we could just move the mushroom. Not actually sure what we're going to do with it yet. Maybe we just have the mushroom as a centerpiece and we just do something like... we just kind of build a path around it. It is a valid option. Something like that. Yeah, no, it's always funny finding channels that are like, they posted like one video like 10 years ago and that's all. It's just like, where are they now? What have they done since then? it's always interesting finding people who use YouTube as just a video sharing platform. You know, kind of the original idea, you know, all those years ago was just to have somewhere to just like let people put something out on the internet and show it off to their friends and family. That was kind of the primary goal of it. It's always funny finding people like that and just going, you know, how has their life changed since then? You know, they haven't done anything in like 10 years, which means it probably was just a one-time thing. There's also a hole here. Who knows when I made this hole? Actually may have been a creeper hole. It's like, where are they now? What things have they been up to? The world may never know. But it's interesting sometimes to think about it. There we go. So we have like a little patch of grass just for the mushroom. All right, there we go. Because this will not only give us the ability to, you know, use this area however we want to, because we'll probably need to shape it a little bit, but then we can go further back here and maybe even you know, take out some of that. Cool. But yeah, no, it's interesting viewing the sites like YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all that as like sites that you use throughout like a lot of time, and then being able to just like look back on it. That's just so cool to me. To be able to look back and see, you know, what kind of person you were, you know, like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe even last year. All of the things that you would have forgotten were super important to you back then. Or maybe even hadn't even finished up, or were just starting its whole thing. I like being able to look back and remember, hey, that's what I was doing at the time. That's what was on my mind, or that's what I was thinking about. Let's see, do I have any more parrots? Did I use up all my shears? Or did I just put them, I just put them there, there they are. But yes, we can shape the area back here and basically make this just a big thing with the mushroom inside of it. I really do need to go back now and see what in the world, you know, who that person was that I basically dedicated a mushroom to. There we go. How are we feeling about this new space? It's definitely a little one-sided. Yeah, I think we should use some of this grass. For... But I am curious. That's a little bit of my journey. How did, for those of you who do like make videos or stream or do whatever, how did you get started? You know, what started it for you? I'd be curious to hear if there was like anything that got you into it. There we go. So this is our new storage system area. Subject to a lot of change as we get a more concrete layout. Look at all that wood. Yeah, in fact, this bridge is probably going to have to... Yo, contract points? Hello, hello. How are you doing today? I am building a storage system. But, you know, I might as well push this in. If we're going to build a really cool staircase here, we might as well put a really cool staircase here. Yeah, I had to take down my old one, and now I'm making the platform for the new one, which is going to be all of this area. Which is a lot. Of every... Yeah, it is... It's definitely an interesting thing. Yeah, sorting it can suck a lot. This now means I can take all the dirt from inside of here and reuse it in other places. Like this. I don't need this. So I'm gonna steal it. It's mine now. My dirt, actually. Well, too bad, Hill. I don't actually think there should be stone here. So, I disagree with you. Look at that. No stone. Not on my watch. There we go. Now this feels a little bit better than the lopsided platform we had before. But that is going to spawn mobs to the high heavens. So I think we should get some torches before this place becomes a literal nightmare. Alright. Torch time. Now to figure out where in the world I put my coal. Storage system got worse, but it shall get better one day. Alright. Let's light the bottom area up before it becomes terrible. Before the mobs decide, hey, I actually really like the dark. No thank you. I don't think you do, actually. I think you hate the dark. I think you actually despise it. I think you prefer the light, in fact. No, what? Why would you do that? My torch. Thank you. How dare you? And boop. Cool. Now this place should hopefully not cause us any more problems. And you know, while we're here, you know, let's switch back to just chatting for a moment. Ooh, just chatting. Whoa, that's cool. We're going to pause Minecraft. I'm gonna see if I can find us the music that Minecraft released earlier today. If the rest of stream gets muted, I'll know why, and that'll be okay. I'll be fine with that. But yeah, very interestingly, the Minecraft channel, like out of nowhere, dropped 3 lo-fi remixes of some of their songs from, you know, Minecraft base game, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Legends. They dropped like 3 playlists, and it blew my mind a little bit. The regular Minecraft one, however, is amazing because it is not only lo-fi, but it is like synthwave remixes of some of the music. It is so cool. And it says, when I checked underneath, or as a soundtrack to your next in-game project, which, I don't know, you know, isn't exactly background music, but I feel like if it is possible to be used in other projects that creators can make, I feel like it should be okay as background music, but we'll try it out here today and see what happens. Yeah, you can use for studying, focusing, or as a soundtrack. So let's try it out. And if you want to go listen to it for yourself, here is the link if you're curious. That is the video. It is very cool. It is a very different vibe than we're used to here. I'm actually going to turn it down. There we go, because it's a little loud. This does not feel like connection point at all. But, you know, let's have fun with it. Let's try it out. Let's let it run its course. See what it's like, you know? And look at this area we have for it too. You know, we should also take this down. This has been here for way too long, and I used it at some point, but I don't think I've used it in like a year. And that's being genuine. I don't think I've used that in over a year. Okay, so we want this to obviously be a 3x3 pathway in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is kind of the area that we're walking in. We're walking in here. And then we'll have this whole area to be a storage system. So let's map out what we have so far. 1, 2, 3. I guess we can put one every 2 chests. Or like every 3 blocks? Yeah. Because yeah, we could have like stacks of chests for individual things. But I guess we could also have a wall for bulk storage, which we could do more with. So like maybe this is some of our, I mean this could be bulk storage right here. I mean actually in fact, we'd probably want some space to like put the chests. So maybe this is the walkway that we go through. Like we go through a little walkway here to get through, and then this, and then the outer wall of course needs to be the outer wall. And then given that we want to put chests with a background behind them, then the chests we could put like here. So like the chest would be in there. Yeah. And if we have a wall for not just like individual things, then that could be bulk storage, like dirt, the stones. I feel like all of those should get their own. Deep slate should probably get one. Kind of on a roll with this one. Okay. Well, actually, since that's the corner, we'd probably want to do something like this. Because that means the back is going to be here. Yes. Actually, yeah. Let's figure out the building placements before we figure out the storage placements. So, We could probably do 3 there. And then have it go, you know, right over here. If we bring that back, so that can be its own section right there. Bring it forward. Oh yeah, keep the chests in mind. That's true. It's like 3 couldn't really work. 4 could. If we're thinking about these with just double chests. Well, that's 6. That's a little hard for anything to fit. Although, this is also just the outer wall. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, something like this, where the outer wall is, you know, some kind of block, maybe a window, who knows, and then the chests are sitting like this. So like 5 there. Which makes me want to move it back. We can't exactly move it back. At least not like this. And then here, as this is the next wall, well, we'd want to put that there. And maybe you do something like this. But that wouldn't make much sense. We'd want to move this over one. Maybe this could be bulk storage. So like just like 6 chests right there, like maybe andesite, granite, diorite right there. Let's build this up just so we know that that's the corner. Right there. There we go. Oh, I feel like we should fill this in. I feel like it makes it a little hard to navigate through the hallways if we have this big thing in the middle. Like maybe we can pay homage to it by making like a big mushroom structure in the middle, but I feel like we might need to just take that out, you know? Hey, it's 555. So yeah, then, you know, maybe 2 there. And then we come back here. And this can go on for quite a while. One, 2, 3, 4. Too high? Let's look through this. Ah, it doesn't work. Does unless we split it 4-4. Something like that. So like bigger storages go there. Oh yeah, but also we do gotta think outer wall, inner wall. There we go. It does work. 6 chests right there. Then this goes to here, which that becomes the inner corner of. You know, maybe this is like, this could be something. This could be, you know, bulk items. Then these could be things. Then what would this other part be? I'm not sure what we're going to fill it with. But we can definitely fill it with something. There we go. 2 on either side, and then a big bulk item right here. 1, 2, 3, right there. And then I think we actually, maybe we pull this dirt out a little bit. Make like its own, make like an own wing over here. Let's see, do we have any dirt? We do, yes. Okay. Let's just go all in. You know, if we're gonna go all in, we might as well go all in. Although, yeah, if we're doing that, we could just have that continue on both sides. That's another 4. Not sure how we'll work that out yet, but that's okay. But then over here, as you can tell, it doesn't exactly line up, which is okay. Because as long as we do, well, that, or at least that, then suddenly we can turn. And we can always change. We can have some fun with it. It's all about using what we have and making something out of it. Expanding the limits of what we are capable of and making something beautiful out of it. It's kind of what Minecraft's about, you know? You know, this place didn't need to ever change. But it's kind of reflects us. We change. We grow and we learn and we hurt, we develop, we change. And that's okay. Because it means along the way we get to find some really, really great experiences. And some really bad ones too. but that doesn't make it any less worth it. If we're gonna go on this journey we call life, we might as well make it to the end. And it doesn't matter how we get there. What matters is that we learned something. That we tried our best. And that we showed the world that we can do anything. Even if it doesn't feel like it. I think that's what's so great about Minecraft. It encourages you to change, to grow and adapt, because no matter how many things change, it'll still be you. It'll still be that same excited little kid, just with a different outlook. Different life, a different name, different person entirely, maybe. But it's still you underneath everything. And I think that is what matters. And it can be easy to forget that sometimes. And that's okay. It's what life is all about. Growing and changing and just being yourself. That's the only person you gotta be. You know, whoever that ends up being, well, that's for you to find out. That's for you to meet, for you to get to know. Because maybe we don't know. Maybe we'll never know. But we gave it our best shot. And I don't think there's anything else we can ask of ourselves than just trying. So I'm happy that we can try together, at least for a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be good. It just has to be ours. Because really, that's the only person it really matters. And with that, I think we have a pretty solid idea of our future storage system. Because no, it's not gonna be like the original. It's not even in the same place anymore. The old one may in fact just become a distant memory. But it will always be a part of us, of this world, of the things that we have made. And that's okay. Because even if it's no longer here, we get to see what comes after sprout into something beautiful. We get to see it be inspired by what came before and live on to see afterwards. And that's beautiful. And that even if everybody here suddenly moved on or changed, or who knows, even if the people watching change, even if I myself change, it'll still be the same idea, the same thing over time. But it'll change, it'll grow, and it'll adapt to whatever comes next. And even if it doesn't look the same, it's still us looking back. So, with that, I'm gonna move us over to the stream ending screen, and I'm gonna find us someone to raid today. Because, man, sometimes life is beautiful. And even if we only get a few moments to share with the people around us, or even all of chat here today, it's moments I would have no other way. Even if every single one of us here forgets that this moment ever happened, it'll always be a part of our lives. It will always be some little piece of us that shaped us into the people we end up becoming. So to whoever we become, I hope we had fun. I hope we learned something along the way. And I hope it's a better future. So, I am actually once again going to raid over into Mavis. Mavis is streaming once again. Their model is lovely. They are in their Mer Mavis model. Let's go. And they're doing Clefairy farming again. Each of these streams is just one more reason for me to remember why I started this in the first place. I started this because I love it, because I love sharing what I do with people that I know and people that I don't know. And at the end of it all, we get to make a few more memories to carry us into whatever the future has to give us. So thank you everybody for watching. It has been an amazing stream. I can't wait to start next time with, honestly, just expanding the outline of the storage system, making it look even prettier, figuring out the build palette we want to do, putting in the items. I've been Min's the Mailbox, and I will see all of you next time. And for all the VOD viewers, thank you. You watching makes a world of a difference.